Hey, what's up, everybody? This is yours truly, Robert Ferguson. That's right. I'm your guy, and I share because I care. That's it. I share because I care. And today we're going to talk about something that doesn't really get talked about, and that's liposuction. I mean, many people go in wanting liposuction and have no idea about the risk. So they're not truly informed, and they're focused primarily on what their desires are. I mean, the allure of flattening your belly, the confidence that you get from the doctor that's going to do the surgery on you, but yet you don't take time to really look at the risks that come with this. Well, it's very unfortunate, but pop singer Dani Li, who I was familiar with, at the young, youthful age of 42 years old, goes in to get liposuction. Really sad. So I'm going to share with you things about liposuction because I've actually had clients get liposuction and I help prepare them for liposuction. Now, we could all go outside right now and get hit by a car, get hit by a bus, go down in the plane. I mean, things like that happen. You could eat and do everything right and still be diagnosed with cancer. But I definitely want to know the risks. You know what I mean? I value informed consent, and I believe many people aren't being given that opportunity, and that is to be informed. And they just get caught up in, well, I know someone who did it, so I'm going to do it. And unfortunately, that could end not so good. Well, I'm going to introduce you guys to Dani Li, and then I'll give you my assumption of liposuction, and I will share with you when I've literally recommended it. Well, not actually recommended. That wouldn't be true. Where I endorsed and totally gave my thumbs up, for whatever that means, to certain clients who have had liposuction, to include tummy tucks. So I'm not totally against it. I'm really not. But everyone would benefit from being informed. Now, before I introduce you with a short little 2-minute video of Dani Li, so you know exactly who I'm talking about and how sad this is, I want to encourage or invite you to our gut health challenge as I share this information with you right now at this very moment. We are on day 4 for those who started on, Monday. You can start anytime, but it's one of those things I definitely wouldn't put off. Like on day 5, I share some information in the challenge that will benefit someone for the rest of their lives. And that happens quite a few times. So if you've been putting it on the fence, get off the fence. It's time to do something, right? Here we are as I share this information on the first day of February. Next thing you know, it's going to be December. Then it's going to be January again. And we don't want to start over. I mean, come on. And if you want to learn more about our coaching, either to become a coach or you're interested in learning how to become a client, because I do have some openings right now at this very moment as I share this, because it changes. There's 4 openings for our discounted program. So if you've worked with me in the past and you're like, you know what, I need to get with Robert. I need to get this done. I'm going to get a coach. In Robert's VIP discounted program, there's some openings. Then reach out. Don't put it off. I don't always have openings. But when people give up on themselves, then I'll lose that person, which, is understandable. And God bless them. And I wish them all the luck in the world. And they know they can always come back to me if they want. But I have some openings. So reach out to me. You can also email my assistant, Lori, at dietfreelife.com. All right, you guys, you don't know who this woman is. Give it 2 minutes. And then I'll share with you what everyone would benefit from knowing when it comes to liposuction and when I would actually recommend someone get liposuction. Take a look.
In a tragic turn of events, Brazilian pop sensation Dani Li, aged 42, breathed her last on Wednesday following complications arising from a liposuction procedure. The talented artist underwent surgery on Friday, January 19th, involving liposuction on her abdomen and back, along with a breast reduction. The operation took place in Pinhais, Brazil, but took a distressing turn, compelling an emergency transfer to a hospital in the nearby city of Curitiba. Dani Li, hailing from Afua, an island in the Amazon, has left a heart-wrenching void, survived only by her grieving husband and their 7-year-old daughter. Widely recognized for her 2014 hit Eu Sou da Amazonia, I'm from the Amazon, the singer's unexpected demise has sent shockwaves through her community. Her husband Marcelo Mira expressed his sorrow to local media, stating, "Her body arrives tomorrow in Cop. We are very shaken by all this." The burial will be on Saturday. Dani Li, who began her musical journey at the tender age of 5, showcased her talents in talent shows, traveling for up to 4 hours by boat from her island home. In 2008, she crossed paths with poet Osmer Jr., who became her producer, propelling her to fame. Her latest composition, Guerra de Amor, was released on January 14th. Despite the sorrow surrounding her untimely death, the circumstances leading to the fatal complication remain unclear. However, reports indicate that she paid 25,000 Brazilian reals, £4,000 for the ill-fated operation. An investigation is reportedly underway to shed light on the shocking and abrupt demise of this beloved Brazilian artist.
Well, isn't that a sad, sad story? Think about it. You go in, you feel like your whole life is ahead of you. You're going to get a procedure because you want to look a certain way. There's probably no one there really guiding her on how to eat. And if you don't know how to eat to get to where you want, or you feel like there's too much work, then you look at shortcuts. But there is a time when I would recommend liposuction. There is a time. So what is liposuction? Do you guys know? Like, I'm curious. Like liposuction, the way I understand it, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a type of surgery. It uses a suction method to remove fat from specific parts of your body, right? Like your stomach, which is what she went in for, hips, thighs, buttocks, arms, and I've even heard people get liposuction on their neck. I've also witnessed quite a few people get it who didn't have the lifestyle habits in place. And when they go back to their old ways, the fat kind of redistributes in a weird, odd, and I'm sure this is not with everyone, but I'm just telling you what I've personally seen with my own eyes. And it was like, whoa, does she realize how bad that looks? Now, at the moment, it can be great. And this is why every one of you physicians who are doing liposuction, why aren't you connecting with someone like me, one of our coaches, or someone to help these people transition as they're gearing up for liposuction? They can begin the process of learning how to eat. After liposuction, part of their recovery could be around nutrition. What a perfect time to learn how to eat so you don't find yourself going back to your old ways. Because you're going to eat, and if you eat during like your recovery in a certain way, it can help speed up the recovery. But that right there is the first sign. So that's why you must be your own health advocate, because if you don't look out for you and put yourself in a position to win, I mean, why are you doing it? You know what I mean? And it's just sad. And part of the reason why you don't see a lot of doctors who do liposuction partnering with people like myself who can guide people with nutrition is because we prevent people from, you know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like a conflict of interest because they feel like there's competition, but it's not. Now, they may give some basic general recommendations, drink more water, eat lean, make some lifestyle changes. But why isn't it not even an option? And I've talked to so many doctors in Beverly Hills, and some people will catch this, and I'm talking about you. You guys did nothing to look out for the best interests of those people. And you still don't do anything. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me. That's why we all must take charge for ourselves. And Again, I'm going to give you I'll end by sharing with you when I would recommend liposuction. But let's just talk a little bit about, some of the risks, right? The effects that can happen when you get liposuction. Okay. Aside from sometimes you do go under, which is always scary. But the risks include bleeding and, in my opinion, the reaction to anesthesia. Now, other risks that people experience, well, the skin may appear bumpy, wavy, withered due to uneven fat removal. So it helps to know how long has this person been doing this. It can affect your skin, so you can have poor skin elasticity. There could be scarring, and some of this scarring is permanent. So it's important to know that up front. You can develop like temporary pockets of fluid called seromas, but it's temporary. You may experience temporary or permanent numbness in the areas that get treated. So imagine that, getting treated, and then you can never, ever feel in that area again. I mean, that's important to know if you're gonna do this, right? Infections are always a concern when you're going under the knife, right? And you're getting some type of surgery. There could be internal punctures that could take place. Pieces of fat could break away, right? As they're sucking out and become trapped in a blood vessel. I mean, that can happen. And you can Google a lot of this and you can talk to them, but usually this stuff doesn't get talked about. Because once you know the risk, then you ask yourself, okay, well, is there another way to get to where I want to be? Is there another way? When large volumes of liposuction take place, which I've experienced as a coach working with people, that can be a negative thing because there could be fluid shifts that take place inside the body. And this could actually cause life-threatening kidney, heart, and lung problems. And then there's this thing called lidocaine toxicity. Well, lidocaine is a medicine that's used to help manage pain. And it's often given to people with fluids injected during the liposuction. So as they're going through it, and although this is considered safe, the lidocaine toxicity can occur, you guys, and it can cause serious heart and central nervous system problems. Talk to the person who's going to be operating on you about these things. Tell them up front, I just want to know. And then you have a risk to benefit. Now, of course, they're going to make it sound gravy because the benefit to them is they get to make some money. The benefit to you is you may look pretty good for a moment. Their risk is you may walk away and go, nah, I think I'm going to go old fashioned and do the best I can there and just walk away. Or for them, it's like they lose the money. So anyway, is there any circumstance that any of you who are listening to me right now would actually do this? You would get liposuction. Let me know. What's up, Sharon? What's up, Linda? Darlene's in the house. Tracy's in the house. Susan's in the house. It's great to see you guys. First day of February. And I hope you guys are enjoying. I think all three of you that I just gave a shout out to, actually 4 or 5 of you, are in the challenge right now, the Gut Health Challenge. One of my favorite sharings in this challenge is on day 5. It's one of my favorite sharings. So I can't wait to get you guys your feedback on it. And for those coaches in our coach training tonight, which this is February 1st, 2024, we're going to go over what takes place on day 5. So you're going to get the preview, and it's good nutrition knowledge for you to have. And also puts you in a position where you can't fall prey to a lot of the misinformation that's out there, if that makes sense. Okay, so let me end by sharing with you guys right now. I'll give you one example, and it kind of summarizes my experience for when I actually recommend it, or why I would recommend liposuction. So I had a client. She's 336 pounds. Okay, 300, not 200, 336 pounds. And she lost 201 pounds with our program. And she had some loose skin. And she lost it pretty quick. So if you lose it really quick, you can get some loose skin. That can be a little challenging. That's why when I hear someone complaining, oh man, it's taking too long, I'm losing only this, maybe averaging 5 pounds a month, I'm like, you have no idea how beneficial it is to lose weight slow. Now, it's nice to get a good drop in the first 30 days. That's great. But slow and steady, I'm telling you right now, makes all the difference in how you're going to look for the rest of your life. Look at some of these people who have been on these weight loss drugs and they lost a lot of weight really quick. Look at them. The change of their skin elasticity, they ain't going to be able to fix that. Now, there's some surgeries they can get, but they ain't going to be able to fix it. And a lot of people don't have that extra money to just be getting surgeries. And the person that I'm working with, let's say you lose 20, 30 pounds in a year. And you go, well, it's been a year, Robert. I'm down 20, 30 pounds. You could be down 10 pounds. If it's 10 pounds of fat and this real weight loss, your body is acclimating the same as it acclimated when you were gaining weight. It adjusts and it will work with you. So slower weight loss and putting your focus on education around nutrition, that's smart. That is smart. And I would debate anyone on that. Slower is better, especially as you mature in age. And one of the things that makes us unique, I mean, I'm not bragging, but I feel like, yeah, maybe I am, but we're teaching people how to do it the right way, where you don't even feel like you're on a diet. You're just eating a little differently, combining your foods a little differently, learning how to eat to have a better gut health, which means you have better overall health. Jeez, the world better catch up. They better catch up. Yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. So I'm working with this lady. She's 336 pounds. I get her down to 135 pounds. She's 47, 48 years of age at the time. That's 201 pounds. And she said, her arms formed up really good. And I have some ideas on why that happened. One of the things I think helped her was that she did a lot of boxing, kickboxing. She really got into it. And that was like her thing. And I really believe, like, if you ever watched, like, even when George Foreman was fighting and people called him, fat and chubby, he had great arms. They could have the big belly as a heavyweight boxer, but great arms. So my client, her arms look great. Her legs look great. The only area where she had some extra skin was her midsection. And I said to her, I said, look, because she asked me about a tummy tuck and liposuction. I said, look, I'm totally cool with you getting liposuction, but here's what I would like you to do. Let's stay at this weight for 6 months. And after 6 months, if you have not gained weight back, you have a lifestyle. It's the way you live. It's the way you eat. It's the way you move. And you still want to get it done, then get it done then. So that's my only recommendation and rule. If you're going to get it done, do your due diligence, learn as much as you can about it, eat and be as healthy as you possibly can going into it. Make sure you do your due diligence. Don't just work with anyone just to save money. I'll hear people saying they go into different countries just to save money on, nope, save up to get the right person, because you're putting yourself at risk. And it could work out great for you, or it could work out not so good as it did with Dani. So, any questions you have for me about liposuction, tummy tucks, skin? I'm there, and there's some supplements that you can get. There's a lot of cool things that you can do to optimize your ability to look and feel your best sooner than later. And I've worked with quite a few cosmetic surgeons, very high level, very high level. And they're not the brightest cookies in the world when it comes to thinking about what's best for you. They're very bright in making a ton of money and living the fabulous life and all the things that goes with being a successful cosmetic surgeon. but they won't, they don't want to give up $150 or $500, and that someone, their client is or patient is going to pay you to help them. They're trying to get all that money. And I'm sure there's some of you out there, cosmetic surgeons and people who do this, that aren't thinking like that. But almost everybody I meet thinks like that. Yeah, I don't meet people going, you know what? Instead of me making $10,000, I'm gonna make $9,000 because I think $1,000 of the dollars that they have to spend needs to go to something that's really gonna help them. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. Okay, like call me on this. I just think that you got to figure out, like, why not create a package? I was on a TV show that was shot in Europe, and it was called A Better You. I think that was the name of it. And I worked with, at the time, all these top cosmetic surgeons, and they were all like Beverly Hills. Everybody was very accomplished. And when the people, like, they flew these people from Europe, from the United Kingdom to Beverly Hills to get like this makeover. And part of the story was I was the fitness trainer, and I was the nutrition coach. And when the whole show was done and they had the big reveal and all these amazing things took place, when they did the outtakes for all of the participants, the thing they felt they valued the most, these are the participants, the patients, was having a nutrition and fitness coach in their corner. That's the truth. And the show, I think they only did one season, but all the producers loved me, liked me. They wanted me. They said I could be a star if I came to the UK. I'm telling you, this was like a big deal. Yeah, it went good. I had a great experience with it. So anyway, I share that because, again, I've been at it at the very local level in my little office, me and one person, someone I'm coaching, different parts of the country and the world. And then I've been on a TV show and done the same thing. And every time I've seen the outcomes is always the same. People always do better when they're informed, and people always do better when they have good nutrition before the operation, the surgeries, and good nutrition after, and some type of built-in accountability so they're less likely to slide, if you know what I mean. Slide, like sliding back. All right. So let me see here. Sharon asked a question. Robert, what do you think about collagen supplements from Isogenics versus other sources? Whoa, Sharon, you got to bring this up when we have a coach call. I know a lot about collagen, like more than most people will ever even come close to. And there is a company, a network marketing company, that sells the best collagen without question. But you can also get this product, this top level product, in the commercial space. And I have a big meeting later today with the company that I'm thinking about getting with, Sharon. And if I get with them, which I hope I get with them, I mean, actually there's two companies that I'm talking to. And I want to do something with both. And February is the month. So before this month is out, I'll be making my announcement. And they have some good products, that are like they add to your life. So they're not like necessarily supplements, right? Where you got to supplement, like go with something when you can't get what's best, right? So I would rather eat real meat or real vegetables than to buy vegetables in a pill, or to get my protein in a powder. I'm always, I want to add something. So an additive instead of a supplement is what I'm all about. And so there's a company, and I can't wait to make that decision and make that announcement. But when I have my coach call with you, if you want to learn more about a liquid collagen or a powdered collagen that has a very high efficacy, I look forward to telling you all about it, my friend. All right, you guys. Well, I'm Robert Ferguson. I share because I care. And make that appointment there, Sharon. Come on. The time is now. This is our time to shine, everybody. And if you're not in the gut health challenge, I mean, I don't know what you're waiting on. Get in there, get started. Even if you don't want to start until another week or two, get in and just take advantage of the little lessons that I'm sharing. Because day 5, I'm telling you, it's going to open up people's eyes in a way that they will look at food and look at how people talk and think about food completely different for the rest of their lives. I'm putting it out there like that. And I can't wait to like hear what you guys have to say when we go over that in day 5. And then after day 5, I'll share something publicly that can help people who aren't in the challenge. So if you're not in the challenge, and don't worry, I'm definitely going to be sharing that information. And when you get a chance, go over to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe, comment whenever you can. That does help us start to reach more people. And we're beginning to become more consistent. And with your guys' help, it's subscribing over at YouTube and hitting those buttons and hitting the like. I mean, you don't realize it, but every time you hit like, it actually helps us reach more people. So even if you're quiet and you're not a coach, but you actually do care about people and you like information that I shared that you believe could help other people, you are helping me reach those people. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I'm Robert Ferguson. Until the next one. What should I do? All right. We're out of here. I'm Robert Ferguson. If you want to learn more, go to Diet Free